where the index is at. The Sensex is down 70 points now. So fast changing screen there. We're about, what, 80,284, 80,290 now, actually. So, yeah, I mean, a little on the downside, but flat is how you describe things. A market breadth, look at that. And that tells you, you know, the mood in the market. 1,400 are starting higher, 350 are starting lower. Nifty Bank is down about 0.25%. IT index is up about 20 points, 22 points or so. And I think we'll have mid caps and small cap indices also come up on your screen, which will give you a sense of what the start is looking like. But on the headline, it is a pretty flattish start. Sonia.
Absolutely. And, you know, just a couple of stocks, right, that are in focus this morning. Infosys has bagged a 5-year order from Sector Alarm, which is an affiliate of KKR. And of course, ahead of the IT numbers, all of these stocks will continue to be in focus. Adani Ports has got this LOI for a 30-year concession period at the Deen Dayal port. So Adani Ports is holding up now, up almost 0.5%. JSW Steel, its Q1 production is down by 4% year on year, but the capacity utilization is not bad at about 87%, so keep an eye out on that. Havels has announced an expansion with an investment of 375 crores at Alwar. Kim's has acquired a 200-bed hospital in Vizag for 75 crores. So Kim's is another stock, Krishna Medical, that's up almost 3% right now. RVNL, of course, all of these stocks have been in the news. RVNL has gotten a 190 crore order from Maharashtra Metro Rail. So that's another stock looking pretty good this morning, 5% higher on that. And then you have Mankind and Delivery that are in the news as well. On the downside, Delta Corp, well, because of several reasons, casino operations have not been that great. So Delta Corp is down about 1.5%, and Marathon Next Gen is also another stock that we're tracking. The Q1 area sold is down about 45%. But otherwise, for the market, it's honestly not bad. Flat, just holding on to its gains from the last many days, is taking a little bit of a breather. The Nifty Bank is the one exerting a bit of pressure, down about 200 odd points, but net, it's not such a bad opening.
Well, that's right, Sonia. A few stocks that are moving around, though. RVNL, that's the big mover. It got a 187 crore order from Maharashtra Metro Rail, so that one's up and about. KDDL, they've announced a tender route to share buyback of around 88 crores at a price of around 3,700 crores. So that stock had opened up well in the green. It's up close to around 2% or thereabouts. A few more big movers, from the broader markets itself. MGL, IGL, we'll get to the management in MGL in just a bit, but those price increases clearly have enthused the street out there. And with Bajaj coming out with the new launch, the CNG launch, it seems the street is building in. Maybe there could be some volume contribution from there as well. So you have MGL and IGL, both of them are higher in trade. On the downside, MCX is down close to around 2.5%. IEX is down close to around 2%. Hindustan Copper came out of the ban, but the street preempted that. For the time being, the stock is down close to around 2% or thereabouts. And some of these fertilizer companies like RCF, that's seen a big run. The stock is up close to around 50% in the last 45 days. That's down a little bit in today's trading session. On the flip side, Hemisphere Properties, I'm not sure what's going on there, but massive volumes at the start of trade. The stock is up close to around 6% as we speak. Prashant.
You know, Mahindra is down, right? Is the biggest gainer with a 5% knock. I'm not sure.
Loser,
yeah, 5%.
You said biggest gainer.
Sorry, 5%. It's a big cut, right? I mean, I'm not sure if there's any news flow per se, but at about 2,800 now on Mahindra and Mahindra, it's like M&M reversed. It's like Maruti reversed from yesterday. Maruti was, of course, the big gainer, and M&M is cutting losses, but still down about 4%. So outsized one, because the next loser is SBI. Number 2 loser is SBI with a 0.5% cut. So it kind of stands out in that sense. Maruti is continuing its momentum. It's up 1.5%. It's the biggest Nifty gainer right now. After yesterday's 7% gain, it's up another 1.5%. So that registration fee waiver in Uttar Pradesh for hybrids working in its favor. Grasim is up about 1.25%, and there is Eicher and Bajaj which are up as well. So autos definitely on the move, both on the upside and on the downside as well. I just look at the broader market for a quick bit. Mankind, I think we mentioned some of this stuff. Mankind is up 3, RVNL is up 4. RVNL is by far the biggest volume-led gainer with a 5% pop. Stocks at about 570. Nigel mentioned MGL. There is IGL, which is up 3% as well, 539. GMDC is coming up with a 3% gain right now. It'll, at about, 425. Supreme Industries, I think, was a brokerage call, 3% higher. Sud highlighted that. 6,200 on Supreme Industries. CAMS is up 5%. CAMS had a very large move yesterday. So from Monday's close, which was 3,800, stocks moved to about 4,200 now in 2 days flat. And actually, not even 2 days, because we're just starting the day here now. Walchand Nagar is up 4%. Vijaya Bank is up just some big volume-led gainers. Nykaa is coming up with a 3% gain. So at about 181, Nykaa has got volumes on it as well. But that's it. I mean, you go down the list, volumes start to dry up pretty quickly. Swan Energy, which was a big mover, which actually has been a big mover all through this year, is down 1.5%. It's got large volumes. There is RCF, Hindustan Copper, National Fertilizer, IEX, GE Shipping. MCX is down 2.33%. MCX at about 37.75. Decent sized volumes to begin the day. Once again. Sonia?
You were mentioning Supreme Industries, right?
Yeah.
The company that manufactures plastic pipes and packaging products, and that one's doing really well, 2% higher now. Jefferies has a buy call, and they have raised their target price to 6,700, which is still an upside to the current market price. Their earlier target price was 5,390. And they speak about how volume growth for Supreme Industries has been so strong, over 20% volume growth. So this is one of those classic plays on, housing, infrastructure, and the fact that the budget is coming up and perhaps something could be announced there. So, some of these ancillary plays as well.
Just one more stock, Greaves Cotton. We had highlighted in our morning chat the kind of delivery-based buying and the big move that we're seeing. The stock has made a 52-week high. Keep in mind, in the last 1 month or so, it's up more than 25%, but massive volumes in the first 3-4 minutes of trade itself. 52-week high on that one.
I mean, it closed last month at 125.
Yeah.
And 175 now. I mean, so that's a pure momentum mover. Big volumes as well for this point in the day, as Nigel highlighted.